And parents upset over a letter from DHHS. We checked into it to find out what's really going on. And parents are not too happy about that letter. It's our top story on 10/11 News at 10. Good evening. I'm Bridget Farchin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Owen Jensen. Well, tonight, many of those parents who have children with special needs will now have to shell out more money for child care.
Can we try to stand up?
April McDaniel and her son Lane enjoying some family time in their southeast Nebraska home.
Good job. Are you showing off?
Lane is one of hundreds of children on the state's aged and disabled Medicaid waiver, which until recently paid for his routine child care costs, as well as services that are deemed medically necessary. But just recently, the McDaniels and many other Nebraska families got a letter stating DHHS is correcting the way child care is paid through the aged and disabled Medicaid waiver. Starting October 1st, 2013, you will be responsible to pay for the routine portion of child care costs as the parent for your waiver-eligible child. McDaniel was taken aback.
It's sad to know that when you are a taxpayer in the state, that things like this happen right under our noses.
The letter went on to say the department understands that this change may have significant impact on your family's budget. Nevertheless, Nebraska must comply with federal requirements. For McDaniel, the change will cost her some money.
And through the summer, it will range between $900 and $1,200 a month. But to try to budget for $900 to $1,200 a month is very unreasonable on less than a 30-day notice.
And Speaker of the Legislature, Greg Adams, not too happy with the process either.
Not allowing families the time it takes to make the adjustment is of concern to me.
So why the correction or change in the first place? DHHS told 10/11 it was all the result of a federal review process of the waiver back in 2011. In a letter to us, DHHS said, we learned that the Fed's interpretation now does not include payment for routine child care, but rather only for extra medical-related child care. During the past fiscal year, $1.75 million was spent on routine child care for aged and disabled waiver recipients. By the way, that's $1.75 million in taxpayer dollars, your money, that was spent on routine child care services.
If we've been paying for things that we should not have, we need to make the adjustments.
Meanwhile, for McDaniel, she'll continue focusing all her efforts on raising her son.
When you're dealing with children that have special needs, it's very hard when decisions like this are made that impact your daily lives.
Now, DHHS admits that $1.75 million was spent incorrectly, but that figure is probably on the high side. Another concern, the rates parents will have to pay for child care. Tomorrow, a hearing is set to discuss the changes.